So hi everyone, welcome to this week's video. We are going to be colouring in from my Coloring Botanical Mandalas book. This is this lovely seed pod design from page 127. And today I'm going to be using some different colouring pencils. These are the Caran. These are actually water-soluble pencils. I used to have these years and years ago, and I've just recently moved back to the UK for a couple of months, splitting my time between Spain and the UK, and I'm setting up my new studio here, so I'm buying some new materials. So I'm just going to select some of these from the tin. I've got a tin of 40 here, and I'm going to keep to a very limited colour palette today. So I've got a green, a brown, a very dark brown, a grey, and a blue as well. So I'm just going to try something different for the equinox today. I tend to always use pink and green and purple in my colouring, so I'm really going to go out of my comfort zone and do something different. So I'm going to use this very it's a very limey green actually. I normally go for more earthy greens, but I thought I'd try something different. And I'm just going to go into the centre of this lotus pod inspired centre here with this limey green. And I don't think I'm going to be doing too many different techniques in this video this week. I'm going to keep it really simple. I've been spending time trying to get some new equipment, and I've actually just set up a really tiny little space in the corner of my bedroom to do a little bit of recording while I get my new studio set up in my shed in the garden in the UK. So more on that soon. But yeah, so I'm just going to go round and use this lime green, and I'm not going to do any gradient shading or anything, and we'll just see how this goes and go from there. Now the lighting is a little bit odd in this video, apologies for that. Just trying to sort out, and there's not so much natural light here in the UK, so it's a bit more challenging to get the lighting sorted out. So I'll be getting that fixed very soon. So I'll speed up the film here a little bit just so you can see me colouring this in. It's really nice to work with these colours actually. It's very fall-like weather here in the UK at the moment, so it is a little bit chilly, but there's some blue sky as well. So these colours kind of feel very they're resonating with me right now. And I'm going to, these little pods here, I'm going to colour in with the green as well, and then I'm going to do some contrast with the brown and the grey, I think, also. So to get started, I'm actually just muting this green a little bit with the grey. So just colouring over the pods here and adding a little bit of grey in those little white seed pod sections I've got here. And then I think I'm going to add a bit of brown on here as well. But first of all, I kind of wanted to mute down that green a little tiny bit. So I guess doing a little bit of blending. This brown is actually quite nice. It's a bit of a darker brown. It's kind of like a greyish brown, very muted. So I'm actually kind of preferring this to have some kind of very muted, neutrally kind of colours in the design today. So I'm just going to go along and fill some of this in and just add a little bit of balance to the colours I'm using. So for these pods, I'm going to add some different colours in here. I've got this other brown that I'm using that's a bit more of a, I guess it's kind of more of an orangey brown, and I'm just colouring in between every other kind of area here just to add some more detail into the pod. So I've got this orangey kind of brown, and then I've got this grey, and then the muted brown that I'm going to use on here. So I'm going to kind of use the three together just to add some kind of different gradient look and feel. So with that same muted brown, I'm just going to add some more colour in the centre, just to balance out the design, and then I'm going to tackle those little mini pods on the outside. Okay, so these little mini pods around the edge, I'm just using the two different browns in the middle and then outlining it with this dark brown just to add a little bit of different variation. They're quite intricate, these actually. It took me a while to colour these in. So obviously you can add a lot more different colours in there if you wish. There's a lot of little pods in there. Then to finish, let's just add some nice blue background, just to kind of contrast with the brown and that green. So nice blue sky. And then just adding that light green around the edge. And I've got my gold pen here, so this jelly pen that I love to use. I'm just going to add a little bit of sparkle just to lift the design just a tiny little bit. This is very muted to what I'm used to using, so yeah, I think adding the gold adds a little something, and then that's that design finished. I'd love to see what you guys create, so please use the hashtag Botanical Mandalas Colouring Club, and I can find you and comment on your gorgeous colouring. And I can't wait to see what you guys create. Okay, thanks a lot, everyone. Bye.